So guys, this is probably going to be a short week for me, right before Thanksgiving. Just went in and got my coffee, which, whatever you call an outfitter, it's probably mirrored, but if anybody's seen those, these are nice cups. Like this, the handle's held on by screws, so you can tighten it. You don't got to worry about it breaking off because it's a mechanical attachment, not like a glue-on. Oh, this is my favorite time of year. It's like 70 or 60, 50 degrees. Nice warm cup of coffee. I'll roll a good portion of the morning with the windows down. Gotta have the beanie on, of course, because I don't want my ears to get all irritated. But yeah, it's a good morning here Tuesday in Georgetown. A little cold. I gotta go do my pre-trip. And then I gotta go swap trailers because this is the drop and hook on this end. And then I'm headed to Memphis. Good 7-hour drive. And as far as I know, I don't have any other loads today or this week. Sorry about that transition. Yep. Hopefully this is a short week for me. Because I'll be honest, I'm just tired. Wore out and been running hard. Gotta say, I don't like International, but them grills are pretty. I like the black. Oh, what else to talk about? Because you know, like, I'm not good at the vlog portion of these vlogs, which is why I don't post as many. But like I said, I think it's Friday or Saturday's video or Sunday, whatever it was. I'm gonna do the best I can to start posting more. Because now I don't have an excuse because I've got a GoPro, I've got a laptop, I've got a decent phone that'll take pretty good quality videos. Now it's just having the gumption to actually do videos. Does anybody know what they actually call that? Is it called the passenger blind spot mirror? Because I think that's where I'm going to end up mounting my CB antenna. Mount it there, run it in. Or I've seen comments and stuff where people put them on the roof of the cab because it's metal with a magnet. But I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'm just going to get that mount that goes under the hood on the door latches. Door latch mount, whatever they're called. And I'm going to put it on the passenger side to make it easier to run that coax. Though there's plenty of space up under that overhead console in these trucks because it's like a bunch of empty space. Because it's curved and the console's flat. So I could loop about 18 feet of cord up there. Because I've already got the antennas, I've already got the bracket. Or the mirror bar mount. I just need the actual vehicle portion mount. Yeah. Well, let me finish doing this pre-trip and get rolling. I'll probably pick this up with the GoPro in the window. Another side note. Y'all, you drink these Bolthouse Farms? Like, I like them. I get these. Anything with a pineapple in it. They got a blueberry one. And then they have the coffee ones. The coffee ones are pretty good, but with me, for whatever it was, since I've turned 30, I've been lactose intolerant or lactose sensitive, so I can't really get the coffee ones. But these are pretty good because it's all juice. Or it claims to be all juice. Yeah, I like these Bolthouse Farms. This is one of my favorite areas to drive over here on 64 coming out of Louisville. Yeah, you get about, I'd say 20 or 30 miles worth of these hills where you're going up and down, but it's always it's always pretty country. You get all the trees, you get all the nature. Pain in the ass when you got a heavy load, but it's nice country to drive through. I'm having to make a detour today. Normally I'm over on the Parkway going from Louisville down to Lexington down to Elizabethtown, and then Elizabethtown over towards Paducah. I'm on the Parkway the whole way. Well, I've got to make a quick stop into Owensboro to do an errand for dispatch. We got some stuff that we do with my company there in Owensboro, so I get to take this way. Oh, that is so pretty over there. Like, I see so many places that I wish I could stop and either get some pictures, or if I had my RC crawlers, because I like to use natural environments that are already there. Like, that's why I don't like the idea of building anything for crawling. I like just finding a spot and just crawling what nature provides. That way I'm not building a quote-unquote course. That way it's always different. It's always new. There's always another path. There's always another trail. Like, I get some people, they like the idea of building a course and then using that to go over and test out their trucks, blah, 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 this and that. But I like just finding a spot that's already done. Like, nature just provided for me. What's been eroded, what's been brought up from movement of the earth, season change, ices and thaws, and icings and thaws. Which the next time I go to Buddha's, like, I need to just get some B-roll of Buddha's and just show, like, what he has and why that spot is just so cool. Because there's plenty of spots where there's rocks, but there's also lots of spots where it's dirts and rocks. That way it's more like scale crawling. Because, yeah, I get that the people make, like, full-on rock crawlers and they take them out to, like, Nevada and stuff, and all they're doing is crawling rocks. And they're on rocks now. But I like more like trail riding, where you're going to be on a dirt road for about 50% of it, and the rest of it you're going to have to do some technical crossings where you're going over some rocks, or you're doing some creek crossings, or just you're following the trail. Which I guess is why I'm that mixed group, and why none of my trucks are like purpose built. They're like, no, I just want to be able to drive it, and if I see something that looks cool to crawl on, I'm gonna crawl it, but still be able to drive down the path. Which is why my TRX4 isn't like a purpose built hardcore line killer. It's more, it's still a trail truck. It's got all the doodads that make it look cool and scale-ish, with just a little bit of performance thrown in there. But I've done some crawling with it that have gotten kind of technical. Wasn't very smooth. It wasn't graceful. Like, I came out of it with more scratches and dents and bangs and booms. Oh, here's another good one. Like that's a postcard, minus the trucks. That's a postcard. I'm hoping to get this one out tonight or tomorrow, so happy Thanksgiving to y'all. I'm gonna have Thursday to Sunday off this week, and that'll be a nice little mini vacation. I'm gonna do what I can to get out and go crawl. I might go drift. I've got to work on the Max a little bit. Like, I ripped those screws out of the lower bulkhead driving around the yard. I caught the water main cover, and it just popped. It caught the metal plate on the bottom of the diff covers, Which now that I've got the shocks where they're not bottoming it out just driving around, I think I might just go ahead and take those off. Since I don't plan on like launching this thing to the moon. Like, this thing's gonna be more of a glorified zip around toy than a fucking X game performer. That is one thing I wouldn't mind building for my house, like just a little dirt course racetrack for the RC racers, like Slashes and Max and Low C Armas and the Go Fast stuff. Like, I don't mind building courses for Go Fast stuff. It's when you're doing stuff with technical stuff, that's when I don't like pre-built, quote-unquote fabricated courses. I'm guessing people just hunt off the interstate. So I guess in some cases accessing somebody's land, or your land, depending on how you're hunting or what you're doing, it would be easier to get to some remote parts where there's not going to be a lot of people from the highway.